Hello everyone, and welcome on back to How to Minecraft. Yeah, the wonderful series in where I need to take more time and figure out my world. Yeah, fun series. Okay, so last time we covered the first day, and we made a bed, crafting bench, basic stuff. Okay, so we're gonna pick this up and take it all with us. So today, I think we're going to, I want to make some armor, I want to get a better pickaxe, and I want to get a better sword. These are all very important. And for that, we're going to need to find ourselves some iron. So let's go find another cave. Ooh, chickens. Let us grab ourselves some nice chicken meat. Because we can cook this. Just about everything in the, oh, come here, chicken. Chicken. There we go. Okay. So I know I didn't call last time the first day, but you know, it's first day. Okay, so when you're starting off this game, always collect as much coal as possible. I mean, I'm even at end game in my other world. I would say I'm pretty much end game. I still collect as much of this stuff as I possibly can. Okay, so I'm kind of going through a lot. Okay, so this is lava. Be very careful around lava. It can kill you really fast. Okay, let's get some cow meat. Cow meat is fun. So I've been thinking about, when shall I decide that this is the How to Minecraft is done? And I've decided that the How to Minecraft is done, this whole series will be done once we beat both the Ender Dragon and the Wither. Honestly, it sounds like a very difficult task, but it's really not. Okay, so I think we started off over there, if I remember correctly. I really did not start off in a great... This is a really terrible starting zone. Wow. Huh. They're not all like this, I promise. Some of them are a lot easier than others, as in almost all of them. Okay, so if I remember right... Is this a new place? This might be a new place. You know, what's my render distance set to? 12? Okay. I like to keep it at a nice 12. Just because I feel like 12 seems right. I mean, it seemed right to me, but I just wanted to double check as well as show off the settings. Okay, awesome. Where did that coal go? Let's grab some more coal, because like I said, you can never get too much of it. You can always make extra storage. You know, why is that so quiet? I know why it's so quiet. Never mind. So my mixer had the audio from my computer turned all the way down. Ooh, cave. That would be exactly why it's so quiet. Hooray for me. So, I'm on my mind recently, other than Minecraft. I kind of want to just clean everything up. I feel like it would, ooh, zombie. Zombie. No. You will not be the first type of enemy damage I take. Ha. Oh. I have slain the mighty zombie. Awesome. Okay. So, you guys spawned in your world. You guys survived your first day, either by digging in a hole, surviving for 10 minutes, or not. That is not a cave. No, I wanted a cave. Did that just, I think that destroyed the spruce sapling. Okay. Well, that's new, that you don't get them back if you break them by hand. Okay, here's a cave. Knowing me, it's gonna end like that. Okay, so in the very beginning, I was going through my habits of my normal world, which is absolutely litter the cave with torches, nothing can spawn. But very early on, your only objective is to collect resources and get out of there, as well as finding yourself a main base. So once you get yourself some tools like we have now, you basically are just trying to collect as much materials as possible in order to then get more materials. You're basically just building upon building upon building. So generally about now is when I would have my base figured out. But there's one small issue. I haven't found anywhere that I've deemed suitable for a base, because I don't know, I don't know if I want to dig in a hill again or if I want to just do that. But for right now, I'm just going to keep all of my stuff up along with me until I find where I want to go, because my spawn was not very nice. So we'll go find somewhere we want to go. Doop doop doo doop boo boop boo. Always, of course, something that I do, if just in case I die, if I build a base that's not at the spawn, I will hit F3 or FN F3 if you're on Mac, and I write down the XYZ coordinates, which are in the second chunk on the left, the very top one, are the XYZ coordinates, and those are so you can find very accurate directions to where you need to go. So in my regular world, I actually have directions to everything I've built on a text file, because I know I'm going to forget where I put everything when I come back in a couple days and realize I forgot everything. It's happened. It has 1000% happened. Okay, we're doing pretty good on food. I'm not as solid as I would like to be. I'm just trying to find some iron right now. Some iron would be very nice, and a good, nice place to settle down. That would be cool too. But I really didn't spawn anywhere nice, which is a bummer. Hello, Cole. I need you. You know, it's really awkward starting off from this low, because this might be your first time playing this game, and this might be your 800th time playing this game. I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to run into. I mean, I could end up with the absolute perfect building spot that's suddenly I have an instant inspiration for what my base looks to look like, or it's absolute garbage. You know, I forgot to mention, right now I'm not recording with the regular audio program. I have been using Adobe Audition, and I decided to sink money into getting that because I want to have higher quality recording. But because I have wonderful luck, let us survive the second night by just running to a flat spot, placing down the bed, and sleeping. So I have decided to use Audition, but my Adobe account now doesn't register the fact that I have an account with them. Boo that. So I get to go talk to Adobe support for my next episode. Yay. Here's a heads up why it sounds different. I'm currently editing in Audacity. Okay. I'm just gonna backtrack. You know, I was looking for this again. I kind of like this. I kind of want to build underneath this little arch. I think it's cool. My only complaint is that there really isn't any Ooh, that's a good sign. That is a good sign. All we're doing right now is looking for some iron. That's it. That's all we want. That's all I want, at least. Come on. Come on. I'll let you guys see. Come on. Iron. Okay. This stuff. You want... Okay. Let's see how deep... Okay, so ends off here. So I'm gonna go get the iron, and then we'll go and clean out as much of this cave as we can. Okay, so so for each of these blocks of iron that we get, as you see, we get iron ore. We put those in a furnace, and we get 1 ingot. The ingots you can make tools and armor out of. You need a fair amount of it in order to get all of it, but I just want to collect as much stuff as possible so then we can head out of here and just start stuff smelting and go find some more, because, I mean, you're basically just trying to optimize your collecting in this entire game is how fast you can mine and then how fast can you craft. It really is a wonder where they got Minecraft from. You're mining and crafting. Good naming, Notch. Don't blame me though. Love the game. Okay, so that's all done. Hooray. No more, actually plenty more coal. Who am I kidding? Okay, so there's coal there. I'm going to ignore that for right now. I know I said collect it all, but right now, iron tools are more important. So let's head to the place that I said looked cool, and let's go set up a home camp for the time being. Who knows if I want to move it, but we'll stick with that. Okay, so I'm going to get under here. You know what? I think I kind of want to make like a house, like right around here, like some nice little house thing. But for the time being, we're just gonna put our stuff right. You know what? This seems cool. And then pop. Okay, so let's go here. You know, we're getting really full on items. I wonder if there's somewhere else we can put items. Oh yes, storage chest. So for that, you're gonna need 8 little planks of wood, and you just do a little circle of that. I'm actually gonna make 2 chests for something crazy. It does not matter what type of wood you make chests out of. There are only a couple things that matters with. Okay, so there, we have our chest. Now, we can put anything we want in here. So of course you can do it this slow click and drag way, or you can do it a very fast way, which you just hold shift and you click on each item. It puts it in really fast. That's awesome, right? Okay, so I'm gonna rearrange stuff as I like to have them. I like to have sword, axe, pickaxe, extra pickaxe. I want food down here. Torches. I want to keep all the coal with us, and let's keep the wood. Okay, so now we are going to cook ourselves some iron. So we just need 3 iron real quick. So let's see this. We'll just go like that, and then that. You know, you think I'd learn. Okay, so there. Okay, so now we have a lot of torches. I mean, if you want, let me know if you guys want me to slow down on making stuff. I can go through and explain all the crafting recipes, but I figured you could follow along. So of course we're using the same pickaxe thing as before. Next, I will be making a sword because swords are very, very important. And with the second one, I will make myself a sword for defending myself against evil monsters. So same thing as before, 2 and the 1. And you have yourself a nice sword. So I'm gonna put this away in here. I'm gonna keep this stuff on me because I always run out my pickaxes early on. Ooh. That worked well. Or never mind. It didn't at all. I like to run out my pickaxes before I make new ones because you never know what you're gonna find. And ooh, this is why I made the iron sword. Okay, so these creepers, they're awful. So what they do is they explode like that. Somehow I didn't get hurt. Hallelujah. But anyways, so if you get too close to them, they explode. So that's why I've done the whole slash, back up, slash, back up, slash, back up. Because I'm just knocking them away from me so they don't explode in my face. Because, you know, that's less fun. Okay, so there's not much in here. But I want to show you guys what's nice. So here's my wooden pickaxe mining some coal. That's that speed. Here's my stone pickaxe. Pretty fast. And here's an iron pickaxe. So each tier of pickaxe, sword, or something is stronger. So for example, 1.2 attack speed, I mean, not that. It doesn't actually tell you here, but for here, you can see that it actually gets better. It actually gets better. So 2, 3, 4. Obviously, the attack damage isn't the mining speed, but it also increases. So it just another thing to pay attention to is that everything increases as you go up in material quality. So especially once you find your first diamonds, then that's when things get fun. And you might worry about spending them or using them or saving them, but I highly recommend using them. No, let's get rid of the stone pickaxe just to free up an inventory slot in our thing. Okay, there. We got rid of it. Tool broke. We don't have it anymore. So that means that we switch to our next pickaxe. That's why I always bring multiple pickaxes with me when I go mining. But you will see the further we get in this game, the less of a need we will have for that, because very soon we will have more materials than we know what to do with. Okay, cool. That is more coal. I want to find a little more iron before I end off this episode, because this whole episode is supposed to be about finding iron, and all I've done is walk around, faff around, and do nothing. I have done nothing productive. This is how this game works. Honestly, if I'm going to be totally honest with you, this game revolves around unproductivity. I mean, lazy. Have I been in here yet? Is there? Sometimes there's little pockets of iron in these little lakes, so I always check them just in case. And of course, right now I'm not worrying about making everything pretty because ooh, there's a nice dark cave over there. Let's see what's in there. If we get some more iron, I'll make sure to smelt it between episodes, and then I guess next time we'll work on getting more materials. I don't know. You know, I'm just kind of starting off how... I'm really just kind of starting off this how I always start things off. I haven't seen anything. Wow. Talk about a waste. Okay, there was absolutely nothing. Those are always a bummer to find because they're like a hole in the wall like that was super exciting, and then, well, nothing. So, sometimes you get iron sticking out of the ground. So if you have a high enough cliff face, like I hope to see it over here. Maybe? I'm not a liar, I promise. But sometimes you will see iron sticking out of the wall. So of course, those are by far the easiest to see and get. But generally, you have a pretty good chance of finding iron if you go in a cave, same as finding coal. Coal is one of the easiest resources to come by in the game. So for that reason, you don't have to collect all of the stuff you see, but I like to do that just to do that. So I'm all the way out here. I'm digging. Something that I do, which is something I want to explain right now, I always want to make sure I'm keeping my bearings. So I'm exploring over here. I know my home base is this way. I always want to know where my home base is. See, I made that little arch thing. I always find something around me to move to. So in my other world, I had that valley in the very beginning. I was like, okay, there's the valley. My base is in there. But now my valley kind of has beacons sticking out of it, and I couldn't miss it even if I tried. I mean, yeah. Okay. We're almost back at home base. I know I didn't find any more iron, but that's fine. We'll find some more later. So yeah. We have got ourselves a new area. Let's you know what? Let's do a little screenshot on camera. This is part of the episode. Yeah, there we go. This is where we're going to be building something. I don't know what we're going to build yet. Something fun. Okay, let's just put everything we don't need away right now. Cool. And it's turning nighttime. That means we can set our spawn. So whenever you die or of anything, you either spawn 1 at the spawn point or 2 at any bed that you have used. So for example, I'm using this bed. As soon as I break this bed, it's not valid anymore. But until this bed is broken, I will spawn right here always. So that's why it's good to have a bed at your home base, and it's better to skip the night instead of waiting by your bed. So that's really all I have for today. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. I hope you guys are finding this informational and enjoyable, because I kind of don't really know what I'm doing. But just let me know if you have any questions, and I'm happy to answer them next time. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.